Hello and thank you for joining us here at noon. I'm Jakob Brandenburg. We've got some breaking news just into our newsroom in Midland. There's a look at A Street and Scarborough Draw, which again, one of those known problem areas for flooding. And we are just now being told the National Weather Service calling this a dangerous and life-threatening situation. City officials tell me that the officer has gone through his first surgery. Our top story, police are still searching for suspects after a violent day in Midland and Odessa. We start with a story in Odessa, and it could be good news for you residents here in Odessa if you've noticed that your water smells like chlorine. We've got our engine on, we've got the defroster on, so the windshield's okay right now, but here you can see on the mirror how that's frozen solid. And who is it that you report to?
I report to the people of Midland County.
Do you hear that? Students across West Texas are graduating this month, including one who got her degree about 75 years later than expected. You've seen me do this story plenty of times. A local team will represent West Texas at nationals. But this time it's a little different because I happen to be this team's biggest fan. Some media timeouts have pushed kickoff. They're testing to see how loud the crowds can be here before kickoff. 4 Midland Trinity teachers also arrested for allegedly failing to report sexual abuse. Those charges were dismissed, and with that came another lawsuit. Let's track crime now. A Midland man arrested for stalking his ex-girlfriend and breaking into her apartment. The story that is all new at noon. A teenager sent to the hospital after a shooting this morning near downtown Midland. Midland ISD says they did not receive that and that they were unaware of it until they saw it here on the news. But then, just as traffic got moving again, another major crash happened in the same direction just a few miles down the road. There's a car being pushed away from floodwaters on Wadley. Somebody else who says, I'm not getting caught. I'm going to just drive through as fast as I can with my truck, which is a bold strategy. We do not advise that. Here's video of someone actually driving through the floodwaters as they're coming up there on Trinity School. Wacky arm flailing inflatable tube man?
Yes, sir.
All right, can we get a wacky arm flail? That was very convincing. Are you able to play in this?
It's pretty hard, but I think I got it.
The good old days before all of this COVID stuff. Don't worry, I'm not planning on getting a divorce, but I'm told that this pandemic has caused some people to lose that loving feeling. Well, I'm dressed like a golfer, so I look a little out of place on one of these things, but police say that criminals are dressing up like they belong on a work site and then driving off with the heavy machinery. I was all excited. They had a double header tonight, a game at 4, a game at 7. And nobody's here because it rained a lot down here in Alpine earlier today. The field was soaked. I got here about an hour and a half ago and the bleachers were already full when I got here. As we showed you yesterday, fans have been camping out, putting their seats out, lawn chairs out all week long. So they're about 5 rows deep now here along the fence. Goes all the way down the first baseline as well. When you got that GED, when you graduated, how did that feel?
Oh, awesome.
Today is National Sleepover Day.
All right.
I know what we're doing. We're just
say.
assuming that the aliens know one of the 103
They might know Spanish,
Earth languages that we're sending out
Right.
there. The Portuguese aliens will very much appreciate the metal plate.
Speaking of, today is National Hug a News Person Day. So, we love to see all of you out and about. In
No,
the
you don't
community.
hug yourself.
Yeah, don't hug yourself. You got to hug a news person.
Then one of you two must hug me.
Well,
Gentlemen, we have to issue a very serious apology. Today is World Frog Day, and in hour 1, Craig said he'd like to celebrate by eating frog legs.
I would.
What do you have to say for yourself?
I say yum.
And I see the dump portion of the dump truck is up. That's not good. Oh boy, here we go. Yeah, that'll do it.
It's like a trailer,
The
but
trailer, I guess it's like a bed
The
of
bed-
a
the
pickup
box?
truck, the dumper. That's probably not it. Today is,
one
thanks,
for you,
buddy.
You're welcome.
Well, today is National Lucky Penny Day. Finding a penny became associated with good luck back when it was considered more valuable to find copper metal.
Well, as we come back on camera, Jacob and I will flip the coin and leave the coins for our colleagues Jay Hendricks and Mary Kate Hamilton. Wait, good. Ready? Oh, let me flip it again. Sorry, it fell off. Mine's on tails, so I need to leave it.
Mine's on heads.
So I'll leave my penny for them.
Well, okay. Well, they can't take that one. They'll need to find it and then flip it over for the next person.
Exactly.
They can't take mine, though. And now my fingers smell
Smell
like copper.
copper.
Lovely. We've got a lot more to come this morning.
Including another check of your forecast.
We've got breaking news in just the last few minutes. We now know that Midland ISD and Ector County ISD both will have delayed starts this morning.
And that's a bit of a soggy start to this Thursday, a first alert weather day as well.
This is not an icy start just yet, although we have noticed ice in some places, even just walking from our cars here into the building.
It's the most treacherous part, I feel like, is the parking lot.
It is. It's dangerous, and you need to be careful out there. Our meteorologist, Sawyer McElroy, is here with more on what you can expect weather-wise today. Sawyer, good morning.
Yeah.
She tells us that the future of golf, though, is on the upswing. Right now, the fly and its larvae, when those mountains turn blue,
right,
you can put your deodorant on. Between Gage Avenue and 38th Street, there's a map to show you. Well, now the map's gone.
Thanks.
Not just airflow, but apparently the smell that's going on in your bathroom.
Just leave it in there.
Shut the door and leave it as a surprise for the next person.
Sawyer, good morning.
Buffalo wings. Oh, I love a buffalo wing. That project, there's the map again. It's the moon. Clearly, the moon has come to Earth for a visit. Grandma's gonna go party when it spreads the wings out and it makes a little sound.
Right. I think that's Jurassic Park, but yes.
Swing. The haters will say that boneless wings are
They're
just
basically
chicken
chicken
nuggets.
nuggets.
Which is fine
Maybe with
with
some
me.
sauce on which, yeah. Great.
That's great for
Sounds
me.
fantastic.
You're talking-
Haters. Very cool. You can go up there and have little drinking parties with yourself or others. Probably the better way to do it with others, not just by yourself.
I would say. Yeah.
You get no gold flakes. You get no giant chocolate bar.
Or the
Welcome to the International House of
maitre d'.
Pancakes. Do you hear that? Students across West Texas are graduating this month, including one who got her degree about 75 years later than expected. Margie Ward is 95 years old.
Well, I don't feel 95.
What do you feel?
Not that old.
Not that old. A few weeks ago, this great-grandmother earned her GED through Howard College, the equivalent of the high school diploma that she never got. When you got that GED, when you graduated, how did that feel?
Oh, awesome. It was really nice. We really had a party.
It was a party 8 decades in the making. She doesn't remember exactly, but Margie says she quit school somewhere between 5th and 7th grade. She waited tables and worked as a car hop. Eventually, she settled in Big Spring and married Bill Ward. For nearly 70 years, together they ran Ward's Western Wear.
I grew up in Big Spring as well, and I can remember as a child going to Ward's Boots and Saddle, and she was very businesslike. In fact, I told her I was scared of her because she meant business, and you know, and not that I was planning on acting up, but I knew that I better not.
With the store handed down and nearing 100 years of age at a retirement home, Margie decided it was finally time to finish school.
Her dream had been to get her high school education.
So every morning, one of the nurses would drive Margie to class.
She was in class at 7:40 every morning. I had to start setting an alarm to make sure I got there first because class doesn't actually start until 8 o'clock. But she was afraid she was going to be late.
I was surprised at her age. And I was like, what is she doing here? But if she can do it, so can I.
She's a character. She brings joy. Knowing that she can do it, it just let me know and give me more motivation for myself to be able to get this done.
What did you like learning about the most?
Oh, I guess the math part. Because I really excelled in math.
Okay, really good at math. Not afraid to tell us that either.
No, I was real good at math.
Adult education and learning programs like Margie's can be found across the nation and at multiple schools here in the Permian Basin.
It's actually a federal grant that's issued across every state, and then the state issues it out and to different entities across the state. And Howard College, Midland College, and Odessa College all have the AEL grant.
Literally, we taught some students, adults, how to write their names, to read for the first time, maybe to speak English, and then those that also would get their GED. So it's a great program.
I was an adult single mother when I went back to school and finished, and so I can see that it takes a little more when you're in those positions and you have to work for it, but it is possible.
While her classmates will start careers or go to college, Margie isn't sure what her next step is. But maybe her work is already done.
I've got 3 students right now that are in line for completing their GED because of her persistence.
That's what you want to be when you're 95. You want to be able to do something special like that.
Knowing that I reached my goal and I did what I said I was going to do, and it's showing the potential that I had that a lot of people didn't see.
When a person is watching this, hopefully they will be inspired by Margie. Margie just makes it very clear there is no usual time of life. Whenever you want to do it, get it done.
Miss Margie, she is an awesome person, and she inspired a lot of people. And I want to do the same.
Give it a try. Yeah. Always go back to school. I don't think you learn enough.
You said you don't think you can learn enough?
Do you?
I don't. I think you're right. And good luck being the one to tell Margie she's wrong or that she can't do something. In Big Spring, Jakob Brandenburg, CBS 7 First Alert News. Odessa, Texas has 2 sides, east and west, black and red. The team with all the championships and the town's original champion. To an outsider, they're Permian and Odessa High. To each other, they're that other school. The war between new and old began in 1959. In '64, Permian lost to the Broncos. That didn't happen again for the next 32 years. Sometimes it was an act of God. Mostly, it was mojo. Even now, the Panthers come in undefeated with 8 straight wins over OHS. With a series this lopsided, is it really a rivalry? Damn right it is.